the Canaday Group presents RE/MAX Fine Homes, Luxury Living in Orange County, with your host, Lee Ann Canaday.
Good morning, Southern California, and welcome to RE/MAX Fine Homes in the Canaday Group. We've got a fabulous show for you today, and we are filming from the grand opening party, and see the red carpet, the grand opening party of our brand new Corona Del Mar office. So, let's begin with our three-dimensional Matterport tours and our open houses, and then we'll go straight into the rest of our show. Enjoy the tours. How about putting the sign right over there, Crystal?
Hi, I'm Crystal Lee Canaday with the Canaday Group RE/MAX Fine Homes. Welcome to our open house.
I sure hope you saw something you want to come visit for our open houses, or you saw a three-dimensional Matterport tour that you want a private showing on. Give us a call. We'd love to give you a private showing. Now, let's move on to our coming soons, our brand new listings, and just some incredible properties. Enjoy. This is a property you just absolutely have to see. 9 bedrooms, 12 baths, 5 acres of incredible ocean view castle. This home is truly a castle estate, and it is exciting. The home was originally built by the developer of all of Bear Brand Ranch. Wish was his last name, so it's affectionately known throughout this area as the Wish Castle, and everybody knows the Wish Castle. As you're driving north on the freeway, you look up in the hill and you see this giant, beautiful castle off the 5 freeway. It is incredible, and it's got about everything you would need, especially giant rooms, great entertaining, 3 gates just to access the property. And I think I said view, right? Because the views here are phenomenal. We're gonna have a party and you better come, because this is a party home. I am here in Newport Coast, Crystal Cove, at the most incredible 15,700 square foot mansion. Brand new home, exquisitely designed, with the latest in colors and marbles. I'm looking at beautiful marble, but right through that window, I'm looking at harbor, ocean, Catalina, Palos Verdes, and city light if it were nighttime, but beautiful daytime views. And I can literally see in the harbor the boat sailing. So this home, which is, as I said, 15,700 square feet, sits on an acre of land and has the most incredible views. Also has 6 bedrooms, all of huge bedroom suites. Downstairs in the garage level, it has a huge theater where lots of people can sit and enjoy their latest, greatest movie in the most comfortable style of all. This is something you've got to call us on. And it's at the level of a lot of the celebrity mansion gossip homes that we show. In fact, it's almost $42 million. So it is clearly fit for a queen or king. Here we are again with Bobby Legate and our insurance issues. And today, I think we were going to talk about replacement costs, because being an ex-home builder and seeing people build homes, like the cost of everything, not only lumber, but appliances, everything. I mean, if you look at the harbor, it's still filled with trucks. So, boats. It's still filled with all those big freighters that are not unloaded. Correct. So I think that talking about replacement cost insurance is a really important thing. And don't forget to have your insurance evaluated by a professional like Bobby. It's critical, right?
Yes, definitely. As we know, it's 2022. We've been having some supply chain shortages. If you go to Home Depot at the moment, I don't even think you can get a sheet of drywall or plywood at this moment. When I went the other day, the shelves were empty. So not only that, but we have seen lumber costs. I believe inflation has caused about a 400% price increase.
It's a little bit down. I get that. I get those numbers weekly. It's a little bit down, but it was up 4 times.
Oh, wow.
And now it's probably 3 times, 2.5 times, but it's still way over. And talking about supplies, I had to buy a new toilet for my new condo. Everybody had no toilets. It was like, what? How do you have no toilets in a Home Depot?
Right.
So it was an issue. So I can definitely back that one up. I can testify to it. So go ahead.
Yeah, so as you can imagine, as a consumer tries to go purchase products, the same thing is happening from insurance companies. We all get through the same suppliers, it seems like. So whenever you're initially getting your home insurance policy, as the broker, we need to analyze how much it would cost, worst case scenario, if this whole place burns to the ground. So we have to take into consideration the types of flooring, 40% wood flooring, 20% tile with 40% linoleum, whatever the case might be. Is there crown molding? Is there wallpaper versus just painted? Combined with the age of the home, square footage, number of fireplaces, how they're finished, it all goes in. Ceiling fans, we take it all into consideration. So typically every carrier has what's called a replacement cost estimator. So that carrier says, plug these details in, we're gonna spit out a number that says, we guarantee we're gonna build the cost for this amount. So we do normally see it come in around $200 to $250 a square foot. Some people want closer to $300 or $400 in certain areas. Again, every situation, every home is going to be unique, so that's why you need to just talk with somebody and don't do the slap job, as we spoke about in our first episode together.
Slap a policy on, yeah.
And hope it works. So if you get with some people and you're working with them and they've had their home for 20 plus years and they have not done that evaluation on their home, we often find that the house is way underinsured because inflation over the last 20 years has certainly risen. And if you haven't done that analysis every other year to ensure that you're properly protected, you're probably under. So anytime we plug in the numbers, we do determine how much it's going to be. They also allow for a coverage that's, most carriers, it's 25% or a 50% extension on top. It's called dwelling extended replacement cost. So if we say it's $500,000 to rebuild the home and you get a 50% extension, that's going to allow the home to be built up to a $750,000. So if, these current times where inflation hits, wood becomes, sparing, or if an entire neighborhood goes out, workers may become less available, supply and demand, prices go up. So that gives you a nice cushion, and it's usually very cheap to add that one little clause on to have yourself that extra cushion there on the back end. So again, evaluating, making sure you have the finished materials. So if you do a bathroom upgrade, if you redo your kitchen and go from the regular, white tile original to granite or marble countertops, certainly that kitchen's going to be more to replace. So you do want to let your agent know about these, home improvements, or again, just keeping up with the marketplace and making sure you have the right coverage.
And both, really. But maybe next segment we can talk about contents. I know we touched on it a bit, but it was just a blip, right?
Quick, yes.
So maybe we do a whole segment on contents, because I'm looking around here thinking, right?
Yeah.
And I know that when I got my CFP, we talked about filming your entire house.
It's a great idea.
Yeah, you just take your video camera, now you can do it with your iPhone, and just film everything and point out the things that are exceptionally expensive, and just walk through the house and talk, and that way I think you've got a record of what you have as contents. There's no
That's
question.
wonderful. I'm going to take that one step further. So you just made two wonderful points. Contents is going to be, if you move out of this home, everything you pack up with you. Typically, most carriers, if the house is $500,000 to rebuild, will give you 50%. So you'd have $250,000 to cover your belongings. Some carriers do 60% or 70%. That's where they get that number. So that was point one. The second point, that's a genius idea. People are like, how do I prove? I don't have a receipt from a vase I bought 15 years ago. Right. How do I prove I have that? I suggest to everybody, stand in the middle of the room, do a 360 spin, and then one step further, email it to yourself.
Right.
So that if you ever lose everything in records or wears out on my phone or the cloud, you can search, home insurance photos or video on your Google account or wherever you email yourself. And that way there's a digital record there as well.
Great idea. We could have Steve film it, right, Steve?
Yeah.
He likes it.
Perfect.
Okay, well, thanks again, Bobby. As I said last time, we love having you on the
Thank you. Love
show.
to be here. Thanks.
Bye, everybody.
We'll see you.
I am so excited to be here showing you this incredible European mansion that sits on over 2 acres of land, is fully gated with an automatic gate at the front. But what a mansion this is. It's got 8,300 square feet of living space. The interior is gorgeous and very high-end European. It includes 5 bedrooms in the main house, plus a maid's room, which makes 6 bedrooms. Plus it has a full guest house right next to the pool, so not only does it have a beautiful pool view, it also has a beautiful landscape view of the estate yard. All the house, the whole entire home, is done to the nines. So take a look at all these fabulous pictures and the aerial, because the aerial shows the large lot, shows the gate in the front, it shows the magnificent curb appeal exterior elevation of the home. And if you wanted to, there's still space to add a tennis court. So this is truly an estate mansion. Newsflash, real estate is constantly changing. Oh my gosh, when I started real estate, I'm not even gonna say how many years ago, we had a big book, and that's how we found out what the listings were, in this big phone book almost. Came out every week, and if you try to carry it around, you got like really large muscles. Yet now everything's online and very accessible. In fact, don't forget to go to the Canaday Group app, which Steve's going to show you below, because that way, if you use the Canaday Group app and you want to search for properties, you do not get your information sold. Places like Zillow and Trulia and Redfin, they sell your information, and they sell it over and over and over again, and they sell it to movers, to lenders, to realtors. They sell it to anyone that will buy it. So you're better off to go to my app, where you can search. It's a direct link to the IDX MLS feed. So it literally goes straight to the MLS, and it's a direct link, and nobody shares your information with anybody. So it is a fabulous tool. But let's go back to the changing. That's just one minor change. Social media is a huge change, because we use information like, or apps or tools, let's call them tools, like AdWorks, Circle Picks, all sorts of Hootsuite, all sorts of mediums for getting a listing out there. I have 1,005 websites, or www websites, that I participate in, 1,005, sorry. Plus, I have 3 Chinese, because you have to pay to play in China. So just websites alone is 1,008, and that's always going up. So the tools, the mediums, everything you use in real estate is constantly changing, as are the contracts. So it is just not a boring job. So make sure when you're dealing with a realtor, you deal with someone who knows what they're doing, and you deal with someone who's going to really get the news out about your property. I'm here at the most incredible property, almost waterfront home in Laguna Beach that has well over 4,000 square feet, and it has 2 master suites, and we have it actually as a rental, a lease, or a 30-day stay for summer or Christmas or whatever. You can stay at this property, and it is beautiful. It was just recently purchased at a little over $4 million, and you too can live here for a period of time. Also, this home has the most incredible views of Catalina, of the ocean, of the sunsets, and we are steps away from the beach. So if you go in this direction, you go through a tube that goes under Coast Highway, and you arrive at Aliso Creek Beach. If you go this way a few steps, you go down West Avenue, and at a crosswalk, you cross over, and there's steps down to the beach. So this home is walking distance to 2 fabulous beaches. Give us a call, because it's a beauty. Hi, Lee Ann here, and at the Canaday Group, we take great care of our buyers. In fact, We have authored a home buyer's guide for you who are home buyers and would really like to know what the process of buying a home is, what kind of steps you go through, what are all the things that you have to be aware of. There is so much in buying a property. You need to deal with experts in the business. It took us 6 months to put together this home buyer guide, which we think is pretty perfect. So if you need one, give us a call at the Canaday Group. We'd be happy to either mail you a hard copy or send you over an electronic copy.
The Canaday Group is a dedicated team of agents and assistants. Under Lee Ann's leadership, this group has provided knowledgeable, professional service for decades. Let's take a look at a few recent successes for the Canaday Group and their clients. You can keep up with Lee Ann, RE/MAX Fine Homes, and the Canaday Group 24 hours a day for real estate and community news, tips for home buyers and sellers, and of course, the latest listings from Lee Ann and her team. Go to our website at canadaygroup.com or follow us on Facebook and Instagram. And remember, Lee Ann's friendly, professional team is always available to answer your questions. Call anytime at 949-249-2424.
I sure hope you enjoyed those properties and our tips. And please come by our new office, stop in, have a cup of coffee, take a tour, and maybe even talk to an agent. We will see you again next Saturday morning for more Canaday Group and RE/MAX Fine Homes.